It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take Eddie P, 3 the hard way.
That's in a lot of ways. Bunch of little motherfuckers.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take Eddie P, 3 the hard way.
Let's see.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take Eddie P, 3 the hard way.
Excuse my eye, my sinuses are out of control.
Hey man, you're gonna have to answer for that. Somebody gonna be wanting some money from you, man.
Yeah,
Sean's
boy.
mama's looking for you.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to fucking 3 the hard way.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Happy
Back to
Friday.
fight the evil.
Yeah.
Happy Friday.
Friday, brother.
What's happening?
Oh man,
All right, y'all want to get into it?
I think we ought to start with Ob's disclaimer.
Yeah, let's get that going right now.
Which one? What we talking about?
Just
What we
get your
talking about?
disclaimer out the way right now.
Right now.
Oh yeah. These anything that comes out of
His mouth.
old painless and the Y2K survival specialist mouth does not represent the views and opinions of Mr. Eddie Westside, Mr. 2020, Mr. Turn Off the Motherfucking Lights. Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Let's get to ripping. Atlanta, what's going on? Dudes shooting up folks because he has a sex addiction. What is that, man? Is that what it is? Somebody explain this whole deal to me.
Is it a sex addiction, or is it an aversion to Asians?
That's man. I think old boy kept going to the massage parlors because they're known for sexual hangouts.
Okay.
And the church made him feel so goddamn guilty about himself. Yeah, he went in there, killed the fucking sinners. That's my take on the shit.
Okay. Because I was like, come on, man. If this is what it is, this dude just saying he has an issue. Okay, then cut your own damn dick off or something. You know what I'm saying? If you got this damn castrate yourself, you know what I mean? But don't go and start, laying folks out, because of your issues. But damn, Tank, I didn't even think about the whole church side because I just saw something saying that his church just now disowned him. I'm like, well, he ain't going to be there no way.
Did you see what church it was?
Nah.
Let me tell you something. The last thing the church gonna disown the motherfucker over is some pussy. Okay?
That's exactly what they're gonna disown you over. They ain't gonna disown you over getting that boy butt.
I gotta say it again. Once again, these are not the views and opinions of Mr. Eddie 2020. Listen, man. Anything goes in the church. Any motherfucking thing goes. That was some racial shit, man. And I'm not going to delve too deep into this shit because I got to tread carefully. But all last year, there were Asian murders. I didn't even know about this. Brother by the name of Professor Black Truth did a whole video on this shit. And not only that, he brought up the articles. Okay. And the people who did it just happened to be of a certain persuasion. They happen to be of the same persuasion as this young man that went down in Atlanta and did what he did. Okay, it may have been a sex addiction, but you just directing it towards one group of people. I mean, I know 2 of the victims were white, but you just directing that shit towards one group of people. That's all I'm saying.
Like I said, all I saw was the headlines, I didn't read too deep into it, but, yeah,
a motherfucker
went in there and they said, he was on his way to more other spots when they caught up with him. It's like, well, damn, dude, what the hell? Seriously?
Yeah, he said he was going to get rid of the sin. So it did have something to do with the church. He said he was going to get rid of the sin. My thing is if we gonna blast black motherfuckers and listen, let me say this. I don't give a fuck what color you are. white, black, Asian, otherwise, nobody should be harming you and assaulting you, especially elder people. You know what I mean? It was just another case of that up here. I think the woman was 79 years old. White guy attacked her, and she whooped this motherfucker's ass with a 4x4.
Was she giving hand jobs too?
See, there we go. So what they?
No,
so what you don't discriminate because they're a damn sex worker, man. You know what I mean? You still don't deserve to catch a hot one, you know, because some dude feels some type of way. He's on a guilt trip from, you know.
Right. I'm just saying, if we gonna call it one thing because of an ass whooping or because a motherfucker throw some hand sanitizer at you, somebody throw some hand sanitizer at you, it's called a hate crime. Then a motherfucker shooting 8 Asians, or excuse me, 6 Asians is also a hate crime, and it needs to be called just that. I don't give a fuck about no church.
No? I think that's the way it's going.
Yeah, it has to. It will.
It has to.
It will.
Listen, the church shit comes secondary. I have no doubt that, because you know, we talking about dogmatic organizations, okay, and they get in motherfuckers' heads and make them do all kind of shit. We just talked about it on the Mercs with Mike show, Cuddy, about, you know, this shit with cults and what can be considered a cult. When you got a motherfucker, it's a hate crime, but also let's look at that aspect. When you got a motherfucker walking into a Asian massage parlor and killing people, no matter what color they are, and then saying, "Hey, it's because the church made me want to made me feel evil, and I had to go get rid of the sinners," that's some cultish shit.
Hey, what was the church, Tank?
The Washington Post has a story, and the headline is: Atlantic shooting suspect was a patient at Evangelical Treatment Center close to the first targeted spa.
A treatment center? Is this one of those pray away the gay type?
No, sex addiction. So just think of what they're putting in this motherfucker's head. Obviously, you got a problem if you had a sex addiction. And then you got to go seek treatment for it at the fucking church. You know, these people are going to tell you about fucking sex.
That is so perverted.
They tried to fuck him first.
Oh, that is
they tried to fuck the dude first.
Right.
That is so wrong.
You know, so think about that.
Yeah.
Now, all the bullshit that they'll throw at you, and if you're a person already dealing with mental fucking health issues, that's the first thing you see these people cling on to is either fucking God or drugs.
Right. Now, here's the thing. I'm not discarding any of that. I think you absolutely 100 with that. I think you're right. Just to put that shit on record. But my thing is this. When they show these videos with no sound of these black people, we're not getting any reasoning. We're not getting, hey, that hand sanitizer he threw may have been at the owner of a nail salon who decided to whoop a young black woman's ass because she wasn't satisfied with the job that was done, and she decided to say, hey, you messed me up. And then the guy it's video after video. We don't know the reasoning of why some of these black people are doing it. But if you notice, from Dylan Roof to homie that was up there in what was it, Wisconsin or whatever, he decided to go all the way from Illinois to Wisconsin or Minnesota, wherever that shit was going on, and he killed 3 people. The one that's in there now, to this guy, they come up with this reasoning. Oh, you know what I'm saying? This was an isolated incident. Oh, he had he had a bad day, like the one sheriff said.
He had
you know what I'm saying? Like,
day.
I don't like when automatically when there's a label slapped on our people. Again, I'm saying this, and I mean this. Nobody deserves to be assaulted. I don't give a fuck what race you are. I'm a black man in America. You know what I'm saying? We deal with this shit all the time. Unfortunately, it gets swept under the record, or the victim is made to look like the motherfucking person that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? They dig all into his history and shit. At the same time, I got family members who happen to be Asian who I love and cherish. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying let's call it what it is. Let's not do the whole propaganda thing. And there's one thing for this motherfucker when it's our people and you don't know what's going on. You don't know the reason, and it's automatically a hate crime. But for this motherfucker, it was the church, and he was playing with his dick too much, so they had the counseling. You know what I mean? Come on, man. So you just went to the Asian massage parlors. You ain't decided to go to any of these motherfucking whole houses or nothing. Like, you ain't take a trip to the Bunny Ranch and want to kill none of them bitches in Arizona.
Hey, man. Like I said.
There's an assortment of hoes down there. I'm just saying. You ain't go to none of these corners and attack none of them motherfuckers. Let's call it what it is. I ain't giving that nigga no excuses.
You're absolutely right, man. It seems that they manufacture fucking excuses anytime.
Right.
Yeah,
Fuck that
I got
nigga.
you.
Yeah, man.
I got you.
You let that
You're
one.
a fucking murderer.
You let that one out. I got you.
They're fucking murderer.
Hey, I'm glad they didn't say, let's just wait until all the evidence comes out.
Oh, if
we
I
don't
hear
know the whole story.
if I hear that again.
We need all the
You know how many
facts.
times we heard that with video?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That every time I hear that statement, man, it punched me in my fucking heart when I hear that stupid shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That makes no sense at
Let me
all,
tell you
man, when they say that shit about let's let all the facts bear out. What? It's on video, motherfucker, from beginning to the murder to the cover up. It's all. What do you want? You waiting on 1080p? You know, what do you waiting
for? A bunch of them laughing around the body waiting on an ambulance like they don't know fucking CPR.
That part.
2020.
That part.
Would you believe that I talked to a female police officer and I was dating at the time? I would say what she was on, but I ain't gonna put her out there like that.
Got it.
And we was having this conversation about this, and I don't know why I expected anything different because she was a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
But that badge comes first. And I always say for some of these people, and I'm gonna get to this, for some of these people, when it's a white cop, he's white first and the cop second. I believe this. This is me talking.
Okay.
Okay. When you get somebody that's black as a cop, they're a cop first and black second. And I say this because I was having this conversation with this young lady, and we got into that same conversation. We need the facts. People don't know what happened before the video came on. So I threw her an easy one. I said, okay, well, what about the Fruitvale Station incident where Oscar Grant was handcuffed on his stomach with his hands behind his back?
Mm-hmm. And pulled the wrong gun. Yeah.
There you go. Her exact words. We don't know what happened before the camera came on.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We don't know what happened before the camera came on.
I see why she's an ex. So
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Come on, man. That handcuffed.
You get a lot of that though.
Yeah.
You get a lot of that though.
I just don't get it. What else do you need to see? What else?
What else
needs to be presented to you? You know what I mean?
Right.
I hate that situation where we all looking at the same thing, but have three different perspectives.
And I got to put this out here too from me again. I do not believe that every police officer is bad. The institution as a whole, I don't think is I think the institution is flawed just like every other institution. I think you got the majority of them are good cops. The problem is, and I've said this before, they need to start speaking up about this shit. And then I'll just leave it at that.
Like I said, there's some, like I said, not all cops are bad, but it's when it comes to that question. What did you see? Right. You know what I mean? It's that part right there that makes you look at them sideways. Like, really? You know, you seeing exactly what I'm seeing. You from where I'm from, but yet you still going to lean towards, that shield. Like, come on, man. Right is right, and right is right, and wrong is wrong. I don't give a damn what badge you wearing, what position you hold.
Absolutely.
Or whatever. You were raised right. You know right from wrong. That's just basic humanity.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's on that Godfather shit where you don't turn your back on the family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And you do see that. I mean, the worst thing that you can do, especially when you work with a platoon of motherfuckers, is for them to lose respect for you. You're dead.
Yeah,
man.
you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the police. That's in, sports, all that. Just like how those guys were scared to come out as gay in football. They was like, dude, that's putting a target on my back. They will kill me. They find out,
right.
I'm gay. And I get that, but yet, people suffer behind that,
Right.
I mean, is that something that you can hide behind when you're supposed to be America's bravest? Yeah, you worried about what other motherfuckers think.
How about that? How about that?
There you go. Damn.
Yeah, man. And
so, you know, for the few comps that do come out and do the right thing, you know, it speaks volume for their character. It speaks volume.
Yes.
Because they're catching 10 times the flack on the back end from their fucking coworkers, and they got to see them motherfuckers every day, and then they got to depend on them motherfuckers every day.
Yeah, I saw that Soledad O'Brien special or whatever, her series that she has. I forget what channel it's on. She went and talked to a few black cops who left the union in Chicago or whatever, and I'm sure they're catching all kind of hell. They don't have the protection, you know.
Let me say, and I'm sorry if I cut you off, brother. Bro. I saw one incident where there was one gentleman who just figured he could start whooping on his brother's ass, and there was a black cop there, and you just saw the black cop. He started shaking his head. And then he just took dude and threw him off of him. Like, come on, you ain't finna do this shit with me here. Mm-hmm. I think one of the worst situations, it was a female sergeant. And I want to say that this police officer was lower ranking than her when she pulled up to the scene. And she caught him doing some bullshit. And she stepped in. Shit. She got threatened.
Of course.
She got an open, like, dude threatened her, like, bitch, don't you ever such and such. And so she checked the motherfucker, but I think she ended up getting suspended. So it's that's why I say it's a flawed fucking institution. You know what I mean?
If we could just get some baseline decency, you know what I mean? If we get the police to police themselves, just a little bit, that situation which you just explained, if we could get that universally, where cats like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Why are you? He's down on the ground. Why are you still kicking him? You know what I mean?
You're not.
What are you doing? You know,
you're not going to get any kind of changes like anytime soon, because up until recently, and this shit is still going on. I mean, you hear people to say, you know, I'm like 4th generation fucking cop, and you know, my fucking blue bloods.
Yeah,
I mean. Yeah. These motherfuckers been hiring from their own gene pools forever.
And it's
Think about that.
And it's a code.
You know, a cop dies, a fireman dies. What do they play? Fucking bagpipes.
Right.
You know, they've been hiring from their own families.
Yeah.
The O'Learys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, at some point, you know, the Irish were considered lower than every other white person.
Yeah. They were putting the ghettos
you know,
first.
so they got these shit jobs, and you know, those were considered shit jobs.
Hence, that's where the term "paddy wagging" come from. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Just a little history for you guys. Just a little bit.
Right.
But
keep flowing, bro.
They've been hiring from their own fucking gene pools, so you get families of people in there that act a certain way. You're not gonna go against your blue family, and you definitely ain't going against your regular fucking family.
Right.
You know, so when you have a person of color go into an organization like that, you know, not only are they outnumbered by race, they're outnumbered by fucking actual family members.
Right.
You know,
it's crazy.
It's a crazy fucking spot to be in.
Yeah.
And it's got to be a lot of pressure on them. It's got to be a lot of pressure on them. But at the same, don't take the motherfucking job then.
It says to protect and serve.
Right.
You know what I mean? Do you really, believe in that? You know what I mean?
But yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that protect and serve shit, that all comes out of like propaganda. These, you know, these are the same organizations that have been doing fucked up shit since their inception. Yeah. And they got PR people now.
Right.
It's a culture.
You know, they're the people that put that shit on a mug, a t-shirt, some pens, hand it out, you know.
And you know what else? That union, that fucking union is pretty much, and I'm going to say this, it's like the Vatican. And what I mean when I call it the Vatican is they know the motherfucker did something wrong. And they're going to defend them to the utmost. When a pedophile priest gets caught doing the bullshit, and if anybody that sees this doesn't believe me, there's a documentary called Deliver Us from Evil. All they do is they send these motherfuckers from parish to parish. Mm-hmm. They don't strip them of priesthood. They don't sentence them to any. They don't turn them over to the laws. They don't even got their own fucking law. They just send them from parish to parish. And what you find a lot of times is some of these officers, they go from department to department. The police officer who killed Tamir Rice was at another department in Ohio.
Yes, sir.
And I want to say he got fired or he resigned from there because he got caught doing some fucking bullshit there. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Rick Nasheed, because what this cat is trying to do is they trying to start his own database. They want to start taking down the names and track these motherfuckers' histories. Because when you look into some of these cops, this ain't their first time doing this shit.
Right.
You know, they've come from other precincts where they've gotten caught. Oh man, I want to say the police officer who kneeled on Mr. Floyd's neck.
Yep, another one.
Right, he had a lot of shit in his past. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, that he was doing. So, you know, it. Come on, man. And Pat, as they say in teaching, these motherfuckers are passing a lemon.
That's just like Tank said. It's not going to change anytime soon. I didn't think about the whole bloodline, literally. You know what I mean? It's just coming down. They're raised, you know, come home and they share these stories and they, you know, indoctrinate their children, and they come up and they're like, this is what my dad did, you know, my uncle, you know, my cousins or whatever, and this is tradition. This is what we do, you know. So
no, I'm not sure of how the rest of the country does it, but most large departments do psychological backgrounds before they hire police officers. So these people have been cleared.
Some, yeah, like you said, you know the ins and outs, you know, the behind it. Like most people get the jobs. Like, oh, they posted such and such job. Like, that job is already spoken for. It's already gone. You've been through that, you know, when you came out here or whatever. You were like, dude, that shit was already gone, you know, before I even, you know, it was just one of those go through the routine and, you know, do the dance for a second and then get shuffled.
Let me ask this question. How many of these guys are fucking veterans?
See, in every civil service test that I've taken, veterans receive some sort of bonus above every other applicant.
Right.
They do.
So places like Youngstown, it's 20 points, 20 percentage points of your average score, or 20 percentage points of your score on the written test, which can bump people significantly. I mean, you know, you think if you score an 80,
you know, you up there.
Now you're at 96.
Right.
You know, so yeah, it can throw veterans all the way to the front of the line.
Okay.
So you get a lot of veterans in public service.
Okay. Now I want to throw this out here because I said this before. I don't think I've said it to either you two gentlemen, but how many of these veterans served overseas? And how many of them have been in stressful situations? And when they got home, after possibly seeing buddies die, you know, or just being in a firefight, nobody died. How many of these guys actually got treatment for that shit? How many of these guys are walking into the department with post-traumatic stress disorder? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is this. I know this shit for a fact because I've heard it. You get a lot of these guys over there, and we talking the Middle East now. Even if it was Vietnam, we can go back, okay? These are darker colored people in these places. And when they get over there, you start hearing shit like sand nigger, you start hearing shit like raghead. I've heard it plenty of times. And you just look, and I'm like, what the fuck did you say? Oh, I didn't mean nothing. I didn't mean nothing. Yes, the fuck you did.
Right.
Cause saying nigga comes from somewhere else. Okay. So my thing is, if they going into those situations where they see these so-called sand niggas and ragheads as the open enemy, then these motherfuckers turn around, come from that situation, pure stress, pure trauma, and they come over here and they haven't dealt with it. You take these same guys and you put a fucking badge on them and you send them into these black communities. What do you think they see? The same sand niggas and ragheads. They just, in their mind, they niggas.
You know, that's a part of the training. Is dehumanize your enemy, right?
Exactly. Damn, brother, you sure you wasn't psyops, motherfucker?
But I mean, that's
what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
That's how you can.
That's how you can get.
You remember the Bloods and Crips? They every time you see an interview with one of them, with one of the big dogs, the big homies or whatever, they say flat out that the police is the biggest gang. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you touched on that 2020. And I'm not, I hope I'm not hogging the mic here, but y'all keep bringing up these dope ass points. And you brought up, okay, it's very interesting that you hear like Cleo Bone Sloan. You might have noticed him from Training Day,
Big Blood,
some other thing.
Big Blood, yeah.
OG, triple OG.
Mm-hmm.
He did a documentary, and then there was another documentary on the Bloods. And the one thing that they said in both of these documentaries were, the headlines was putting shit out there about us that we was never doing. They said we used to be afraid to go towards, I want to say, they weren't afraid, but they didn't want to go towards like Hollywood to go to the beach and shit like that,
right?
Because they knew how they were going to get looked at.
Right.
Yeah. And so they kept saying we didn't do it. So check this shit out. Isn't it interesting that you start to find out that there were a lot of police officers dressing up in gang, what's the gang garb and shit, dressing up like gang members and going around and shooting up rival hoods, causing friction.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know who else did that? What happens when these contractors get over there and they get caught dressing up a certain way and keeping the Sunnis and the Shiites at each other's throat over in the Middle East? They get caught all the time. So there's a playbook that's being used, but there ain't nobody peeping the game, man.
Oh, the what's it called it does, but they're so-called labeled a criminal. Who's going to believe them? So
right.
That's why Bone was saying that anytime you see an interview with him, and to stop and watch it, because dude he been down and around and through it. You know what I mean? He's very thorough.
And that's the big misconception about those brothers, is that just because they're in gangs, that they're not intelligent. From Bone to listen to Nipsey Hussle's documentaries.
Big U. Yeah, man.
Big U.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't pay attention to Nipsey's music. If you listen to shit like Question One, and a lot of them, he was not glorifying gang culture.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, hey, the OG. One of them, he was like, the older guys taught us wrong. He's, the rules we live by is wrong, but it's all we got. He's like, I'm in it now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
These brothers are highly intelligent. I knew a lot of these motherfuckers in the army. These ain't no stupid motherfuckers. They know what's going on. So when they say, hey, man, they was putting shit on us that we wasn't doing, man. Mm-hmm. A lot of this shit. And then you start, you
find out some cops were on the payroll for death row.
Rampart.
Yeah,
Rampart division.
There were cops that was, giving intel on other, rivalry gangs and stealing from them and selling it back,
right.
At
Rampart.
At half the price, There's too much money involved, man. Whenever you got money, that kind of money, that's not necessarily traceable or whatever, cats, I remember back home, cats would get pat down and, they come out, their pockets a little lighter and the cops would just kick them. You remember, who was that cop in Youngstown, whatever, got caught because they left the damn camera on? And he was fudging the numbers. He was using fucking flour, wrapping it up, saying he was making these high-end busts or whatever. They left the damn camera on the table, and they're showing them putting fake shit on the table or whatever. They left the camera running or whatever. Dude, what the fuck was his name? He had the like a gray streak in the middle of his head or whatever. Chance? What the fuck was his name?
Yeah, Phil Chance.
Chance, there we go.
Phil Chance.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, they had a hot camera on, man.
Man, look. I mean, they just caught a judge on a hot cam, talking crazy about brothers, man.
Hey, just think, there's a camera
everywhere
you are.
Right.
You're carrying a fucking,
your phone,
a snitch, like we said last fucking week.
Yeah.
You got a snitch on your back.
Man, let me tell you.
Time.
Melissa Alexander wrote a book entitled The New Jim Crow. and she was saying why she wrote the book. She said a young brother came in there when she had one of her offices up in Oakland. And she said that she wasn't really believing him. She ain't want to, you know, at the time she was like, all right, man, you put yourself in that position. Because what he was saying was it was this group of police officers that was getting some of these cats that had been in trouble and was having them do certain things. She said she didn't believe him. She said, well, shit, about a month and some change later, there was this big thing on the news about a group of cops that was having these young men do certain shit in the streets.
See, look, what part that folks tend to forget is that Fuck the Police came out before Rodney King beating, the whole videotape. And they were like, this is what we were talking about. We wasn't just trying to be provocative. The cops been fucking us up for years. You know what I mean?
Right.
We just put it on wax. This is what we were talking about. Fuck the Police came,
right.
And that was the anthem. I think it went platinum after the damn video came out. You know what I mean? Because they were like, it was in heavy rotation after. It was like, we need an anthem. And sure as shit, you know, LA, NWA, why not? You know, that's all you heard during that whole, you know, when they were burning the city down was Fuck the Police. You know, they had a soundtrack. But to put that in perspective, that song came out before the videotape came out. So shit been going on. It's just finally got somebody, and it was a white guy who was, you know, in his apartment with an old, you know, the old camcorder with the VHS tape, and he just sitting there filming. It's not believing what he's watching. You know what I mean? Not a black person, not a Hispanic, not an Asian, but a white dude just sitting there like, I can't believe this shit is happening.
Right.
You know? And now it felt like for a minute, man, it was like every other week we was watching somebody die, you know? But that's just where we at, man.
You know, and not to mention the shit that gets forgotten because, you know, it doesn't make the national news. You know, there's shit that gets forgotten. There was a story, man, almost like months apart about young black man gets arrested, and they find him with a bat with a hole in his head in a police cruiser. And the excuse is he must have had a gun on him.
Handcuffed.
And I missed it when
He was handcuffed.
behind his
I remember
back.
that because I was like, again, one of those situations where I told you it kind of punched me in my damn heart. Like, that makes no fucking sense.
Right.
Handcuffed
it's like somebody
behind, not in front, behind.
Right.
And he had a hole in his fucking head.
Right.
And you're right. It got
two occasions it happened.
Yeah, it got swept up under the fucking rug. I heard that story. I was like, that makes no sense. You could take race out of it and just explain that story to anybody and be like, okay, make that make sense.
Right.
Easy.
Yeah.
Same shit happens to witnesses all the time.
Fuck.
All the fucking time. The guy wasn't even depressed. I don't know why he shoot himself in the back of the head 3 times.
Right. He must have been flexible.
3 times. Yeah.
He was the Twister champion. He must have been flexible.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes. On to lighter things, man. Did y'all pay attention to the Grammys?
No.
Okay, I know y'all didn't. The only thing I saw was Nas finally won one. So.
Word?
Yeah, Nas won
Good
the
business.
Grammy. So.
Then that's the best thing that came out of that motherfucker. I saw that WAP shit. I'm like, you two bitches did this shit on national television.
Why not, man? It's paying the bills. Why not? You see the WAP challenge? I'm sure you've seen the shit on TikTok. It's nothing but white folks. You know, they love they love that shit.
It's just like you do that shit on national television and then say, I want to be respected as a woman. Kiss my ass, motherfucker.
Hey, man. What's a party without some form of hip hop, man? You know, so that's why I hate they try to hate on it so much or whatever, but yet, you know, first thing they want to do is put on some fucking 50 Cent or some shit or whatever, you know, to try to get the party started, you know.
You see them videos of those, like them all white schools with the choir kids. Now watch me, now watch me for Superman. That like no, you fucking don't do it. Don't do it.
But that's what they do.
Don't do it.
They talk shit about it. Then next you know, is the next big thing. You know, you talk about big lips and big asses. Now you got girls out here.
Man.
You know, that's the thing now. It's like, seriously? That
big plastic ass lip.
Everything, man.
This shit is weird.
It is. You know what? Let me tell you something. That's why, look, I don't think twerking is the classiest shit. I don't like when it's done in certain places. But I stopped even saying anything because I'm like, well, wait a minute. When it was the sisters twerking, they was just goddamn Jezebels.
Pretty much. And then Miley Cyrus get to doing it, and all she got is a long back. You know, this shit is nasty as hell.
She wiggling.
Not as nasty as when niggas twerk.
She wiggling her spine. Oh, man.
I'd see Miley Cyrus twerk all day before I see two niggas twerk.
You watch that spine wiggle, you goddamn right. Motherfucker out there shaking his muscle.
Airing it out.
All right, man. I feel you on that point. You got me. You're right. That's not a good look. Man.
That's why I said, look, this is why I said this, and I'm probably look. This is why I said this. With us being in the age of knockoffs and bootlegs, every overweight and girl that was perceived as ugly get an extra point. So if she was a 4 on a 1 to 10 scale, she now a 5. Because you can't knock a motherfucker with a fat girl no more.
Nah, man. Like I said, now you got
can't.
It's certain things that you're born with. And then when you start to add on to it, you don't even look right. You don't even know how to walk with all that ass. You know, your walk ain't normal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your sway ain't right. You know, it's just your whole gait is just off when you go ahead and try to enhance your backfield.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just, I'm sorry, man. You just don't know how to handle all that. You know.
You see some motherfuckers out there, your homie, but oh, you with a big girl. Hey, at least she organic.
Yeah.
All natural. That's
all natural.
Yeah, man.
Hey, we was talking about this the other day. Is you know, when we was in high school or in college, and you young men running around there chasing that pee. Taking one for the team, man. She was fucking the ugly girl or the fat bitch. It has some damning consequences now.
Man, look.
Yes, sir.
Let's explain to him. Listen, I'm gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna explain it like this.
Go deep, Bob.
This is what taking one for the team was.
Go for it.
Might need to refresh that disclaimer.
Yes, sir. Yeah, right now.
The three of us get out. Right, we out on the town. And you know, Mr. 2020, you know, some little things seeing. And she got 2 friends with her. The only thing is one fine and one is a wolf. Well, the wolf is like, shit, if I don't get none, then I'm taking my girls home. You know, the pseudo den mother.
That's the one that's driving. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what happens is Mr. 2020 already got the baddest ones. So it's up to me and Tank to draw straws or do paper, rock, scissors, stones to see who gonna fuck the fat bitch. Nowadays, if it's, you know, 2 organics and 1 knockoff, ain't nobody drawing straws. All of them going to fuck home. If I don't get none, I'm taking my girls. Take them. Just
No, they ain't going because they go Uber. You know, you take your ass home.
Right.
Ass
take
home.
them big
big
ass hands home. Take the mashy knuckles home, bitch.
Yeah, man, but it's different. It's different now, man. Like I said, because it's apps. You know, you can weed all that out. You know, before you
can't. No, you can't. No, you
I'm
can't.
sorry, bro.
Hey.
I haven't participated in any of these online activities. So, explain to me, sir. Please break this down.
Tinder, go on Tinder. You know, you would think, yes, they have apps for people that are not they're not trying to fuck other men. Okay, I'm not even sure how to clean that up.
Okay,
look, they got apps for gay and lesbians. You know, the alphabet community.
Okay,
they have apps for that.
Okay,
now you go on an app like Tinder and shit, where it's just supposed to be niggas and bitches. You can go on there and it'll be niggas on the bitches side. Yeah, not claiming to be real women.
Right. Trying to infiltrate heterosexual, you know what I mean? Trying to infiltrate the heterosexual.
And mind you, in their mind, they're like, well, I feel like a woman. I am a woman. You know,
Right.
I'm going on Tinder as a girl.
And you wrong for not wanting my Captain America jaw ass.
I got that visual, man. You fucked me up. Okay.
No, motherfucker. We ain't playing word games. You call me what the fuck you want. I'm not fucking with you if you're not a woman.
I guess that's what happened with Young Buck or whatever. He said he got catfish or whatever. He showed up. He said that. Come on, man. I give him the benefit of the doubt.
You gonna give Buck the benefit?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Because he said he explained the whole situation, saying that, he was like, first of all, it was on me because I was thinking with my dick. It was like, somebody DM me and I got in, I slid in some chick's DM, whatever. I thought it was a chick. And then when I showed up, he said he saw the whole setup and was just like, nah, I'm cool. You know what I mean? He laid eyes and was like, yeah, I'm cool. And I'm out.
Why you think he was on the phone with the motherfucker there? Trying to give him $2,000 not to out him.
Dude, come on, man.
Shit, it's worth it not to fucking explain it to nobody.
Thank
Nigga,
you.
if I had
$2,000
every time somebody wanted it.
Hey, jam me up on some shit. Hell yeah.
Like, hey, man, you keep that.
Yeah, keep that shit to yourself.
Shit.
You know what? You want to know why I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt? Because I gave Bobby Valentino the benefit of the doubt. They got Bobby Valentino. Bobby Valentino was running out the goddamn apartment when the motherfucker put him on blast.
Damn.
His shirt was, he had a long ass shirt on, but he
was wearing his shirt.
No, he left his, he was wearing his shirt.
Damn.
He left his pants.
Oh.
He left his pants.
So he was in the thick of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what they said. The motherfucker tried to say that as soon as the camera came out, he was like, no. I think once that motherfucker saw the bulge, that motherfucker took off.
No, I think he took off and that motherfucker said it's your turn now.
We talking about the benefit of the doubt.
I'm sorry.
I said I gave Buck the benefit because his shoes ain't even come off. You know what I'm saying? He's back the hell on out of there. Was just like, dog, I see where this is going. He's like, yeah, you got me. Again, it's on me because I was thinking with my dick. I'm a bounce because I shouldn't have been doing this bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm
gonna give Buck the benefit too, because too often I think these motherfuckers, they say it ain't nothing wrong with it, but then they try to weaponize that shit. Even that community try to weaponize it. I'm gonna tell everybody you gay.
Yeah.
Well, bitch, nigga, why you supposed to be?
Come on, man.
We gotta get a disclaimer button, man.
Yes.
All right. These are not the views.
Oh my God, man! Again.
My colleague, Mr. Turn Off the Lights, Mr. 2020, Mr. West Side, and they are also not. They also do not represent the views and opinions of the Y2K survivors.
That came from his soul. It was like he was living that moment, man.
Nigga. Get the fuck off my couch. You pick the pronoun. Just get the fuck up off my couch.
Oh man, don't make me
raise your appropriate pronoun back in your fucking pants and get the fuck on out.
Oh my God, he sounds like somebody's daddy.
Damn, your foreskin on your pronoun is pronounced.
Very much.
Oh,
fucking disgusting.
He meant that shit.
Look, man, they put one on the cover of Sports Illustrated this year.
This wasn't the first time, though, right? I mean, they've done it a few times.
I think one was in the magazine. I think this motherfucker made the cover.
Oh yeah,
that was like the last time I stopped looking at that shit.
Yeah, they did.
And
was the last time they did.
By the way, even if you ain't a comic book fan, they got a gay Captain America now.
Oh, for real?
Man, look, this motherfucker got a nose ring. He got another little ring here. He got a little scarf tied on his neck.
Is the star on his chest chocolate?
He got some overall. He got some overalls. Just look at it. Just look at that shit.
What? What is his superpowers?
Man, he can make motherfuckers disappear.
I stepped on that rake. Okay. All right.
I'll leave that to your imagination.
Yeah, man, I'm just gonna say that Nas won a Grammy. Damn it, that's all.
Hey, that's what we're gonna say every time we say something. Eddie P gonna be like, "Hey, Nas won a Grammy."
Nas won a Grammy. So, like I said, I don't know nothing else about the Grammys. People was boycotting the shit, but you know, it is what it is.
Right.
I'm gonna have to ask you guys to refresh your browsers, man. Riverside just gave me a little.
All right, hold on. It says reload site changes. You may or may not be safe. Just hit reload.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I refreshed, brother.
Refresh. Where here? Where we go?
Tank sitting there scaring me, brother. Had that dead eye stare. I was like, "What the hell is we on?"
Right. It's the ring. Yeah. We back.
Tank's out. His video has been disabled due to internet issues. Okay.
Yeah, just keep it going. It'll be fine.
Can you see him? I can see him.
Yeah, everything's cool. Everything cool. It'll continue to record. Did you guys check out Joe Biden falling up them fucking steps? Not once, not twice, but 3 goddamn times.
Falling up, man. He's still all right, man. He's still all right. Like I said, he ain't fell on his head. I don't give a shit. He all right. He just banged up them knees. He'll be all right. What's this I hear about his German Shepherd biting motherfuckers?
His dog was biting motherfuckers?
I think so. I saw something about him having to send his dog away for a little bit.
He give it 24 with an L.
A racist motherfucker with a German Shepherd.
That motherfucking dog had 3 strikes. It had to go away for life.
Right.
Won't do that to a dog, though.
No.
That dog will be back before the term is over.
Man, look.
Yeah, they said his dog bit a aid. Like, hey, man, you got too damn close. Shit.
Yeah,
so he's doing what the fuck he's supposed to do.
Ain't nothing gonna happen to that motherfucking dog.
No.
Dogs, look, motherfuckers underestimate how important dogs are to a certain group of people. One motherfucker dog was a police dog. There was a story about a police dog, and motherfucker shot the dog. Somebody shot the dog. The dog was tripping. The motherfucker got charged with murder for killing a police dog. They said he killed a police officer.
Yeah, I believe that. Come on, man. How many years Michael Vick get for killing his property?
Damn. Telling you, and he's like I said, he's still apologizing.
Yeah, until the end of time, man.
When he got out, the most interesting. I'm like, first of all, they said it wasn't him; it was his family members that was fighting the dogs.
It's certain people's culture. Like certain people's culture, they fight chickens.
Yeah, people
fight dogs or whatever. It's down. He's from Virginia, whatever, down in that area down.
Yeah,
and that's what they do. He literally bought a mansion for fucking dog fighting. That's what it was. Okay. It was on his property.
Okay,
or whatever.
And so the thing is, man, when he got out, they was still like, "Fuck him, send him to jail."
They boycotted him when Philly picked him up, and people were like, "I'll never, I'm a lifelong Philadelphia Eagle fan, and I'm never using my season tickets again, until Michael Vick is gone." Mike came back and lit their asses up again. Right. Got another $100 million contract.
Right, didn't miss a step.
Nah, didn't miss a step at all. Just got some rest.
Right,
that's all.
Michael Vick went to jail for killing fucking dogs. You can go on YouTube right now and watch hunting videos of niggas shooting coyotes.
Oh man,
canines
shooting, and he's fighting. Yep. He was fighting dogs. And it's big business down south. That's the crazy part, man.
One of the things I love is when they showed all of these motherfuckers that go over to other countries and hunt exotic animals.
Yeah, big game,
and be sitting there like you pussy.
Endangered animals,
right?
It's not only big ones, endangered fucking animals. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, big wild hog hunts, everything.
Right,
everything, man.
The same motherfuckers is talking about some dogs. Like, we gotta go hunt this gazelle so I can put it on my wall. That's more important. Like, Come on, man. The fuck out of here.
My man had to sit down for like almost 2.5 years or some shit like that.
And lost everything.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's fucking.
I mean, he had to go on a campaign to fucking apologizing for dogs before he could work again.
Mm-hmm.
Think how fucked up that is. You paid 2.5 years of restitution in fucking time, and then come out and still have to.
Right. Yeah. Now, let me ask this question, because I know we got a bunch of shit to talk about tonight, because we got to get to part 2 of The Fugitive. Speaking of apologies, did y'all see this shit with Kurt Franklin?
Church nigga.
More like real nigga.
Pretty much. That's just how it go down.
Admit to porn addictions.
Here we go again. Yeah, at least he ain't gonna shoot up nobody, so it's okay.
Right.
It's okay. It's okay.
Look here, man.
Damn.
His son, who I think is a piece of shit, but he is on video cussing his son out, and everybody feel like just because this man sings gospel songs, this is how he made a living. I feel like just because he does that, he's still not a human who will get frustrated. Now, the man's son is disrespecting him. And they want him, what they want him to do, sing stomp to this nigga?
It's like what Steve Harvey said. He's like, I'm a cussing Christian.
Right.
You know,
that's
what it is.
That's his son. He the motherfucker got the right to express himself.
And not just his son, his grown son.
Right. That he raised and took care of.
Yeah, grown adult son. This ain't no baby.
There's a lot of motherfuckers. There's a lot of motherfuckers who got daddies that ain't did shit for him.
And you worried about some words your daddy's saying to you because it's not hitting your ears right, or whatever. You know, he probably need to hear that shit.
Right. I mean, the dude's sister came out and told him, "You fucked up. Why you going? You know, like
how's that working out for you, man? Like, what you gonna do now? You know, you messing with the brand now,
right?
You mess with the brand.
Hey, 2 things I do: 1, kick that nigga out the wheel, and I'll start making gospel music with cussing in it. The remix to Stomp, nigga. Stomp.
Why this motherfucker had to respond like
I still didn't hear it. I didn't hear what he said. I don't have to because I'm a black man. You know what I mean?
He needs to get at his son for getting at him like a fucking disgruntled side bitch. Like who would put their parents out there like that?
The one who's the paycheck.
Right.
Again, you fucking with the brand.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't do that. You handle shit in-house. I'm sure he got more words for him. Like, dude, all the shit I've been saying to you, you still understand what happens in this house stays in this house?
Right.
And you recording shit? And you gonna file a lawsuit against me now? What you gonna do?
Right. Dog's son did that shit. Racist Dog, the bounty hunter, his son did that shit. Put him out there. I'm like, nigga, you just wrote yourself out the wheel. You could have still married her and kept that shit. Cuss that nigga out, man.
Like, you do know y'all not cops, right? You know, y'all go from case to case. You know, the money's not necessarily in the bank yet, and you fucking with the brand again. Like, dude, we trying to get this money. We trying to stay on the air. You know, bail bondsman. You know that shit ain't guaranteed.
Let me tell you something, man.
Grown ass motherfucker chasing dude with a big ass Lysol sized bottle of fucking pepper spray.
let me tell you something.
Truth be told, that motherfucker's 5'7".
Who?
Dog.
Oh yeah, he a little motherfucker. He a little motherfucker.
It's just that hair
and them cowboy boots.
Like that hair made him about 6'2".
Y'all ain't never seen the man with them. You never seen them hairdos the Mexican women used to wear, where that shit used to be all big in the front.
Yeah, that's
shit. Him. But look though, this the best shit I love. When I watched that show one day, and his son got his ass whipped. And whipped good. The one with the long ponytail, he cover up. This motherfucker was dog walking. They was spraying this big motherfucker. He was kicking the shit out of his son. I loved it because I'm like, man, they roll up on motherfuckers disrespectful, man.
Mm-hmm.
At least
how about You better answer this door, motherfucker going out the window. Dad, he's in the back.
Right.
He's in the back. Like I said, they chasing these motherfuckers with a big ass thing of pepper spray because they can't carry guns.
Right.
Or whatever, and again, I think I might have saw that episode. Dude got handled.
Whatever.
Dude blew right past his ass. It was like, only thing he could do was grab the walkie-talkie and try to give a location of where the fuck he think dude might have ran. But
hey,
that's what I said. The money ain't guaranteed, man. You actually got to earn that shit.
They used to talk about Dog like he was this bad motherfucker, and I always used to. I thought this nigga was Steven Seagal. I used to wait to see him whoop somebody's ass. Or then you see his fat ass wife used to come around the corner.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. That's what I was gonna say.
Can you do that? Can you really?
Her fat ass.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace. Her fat ass used to come around the corner. Cause the motherfuckers out.
With them gloves, them fingerless gloves.
Racist motherfuckers.
Man.
She used to come out with them fingernails, with them gloves, with the fingernails and shit. Cussing motherfuckers out. Now, you put that next to, because this cat got the best show, one of the best shows on YouTube, and I hope he gets them. Check out Bounty Tank. Bounty Tank. Yeah, Bounty Tank. His name is Frank Fraser. He this brother from Akron or Cleveland. And this dude, he cool, man. He'll take you, if you ain't somebody that's trying to play him or somebody, he'll just take you up there, clear the bond, get the date extended and all that. But let me tell you something. On 2 occasions, I've seen this motherfucker tell somebody, I ain't no motherfucking cop. I'll take these cuffs off and whoop your motherfucking ass. And the dude was like, no. You see the dude was talking cash shit. He said, man, I'll take these. Where the key at? He turned to his dude. Where the key at? the second one, the dude was like, no, hold on. He's like, yeah, that's what the fuck I thought. On this one episode, I think it was episode 5 of season 3, this last one, Cat wouldn't move. He got to tossing this motherfucker everywhere. But he a good dude. He funny. I think he relaxed a little bit more because he's trying to get on one of the, Hulu or Netflix.
Trying to get picked up.
But he's really a guy that you would enjoy watching if you like that. Because he go after anybody. He's involved in it. His other dudes are some other brothers. He got 2 partners is white. These cats is good at what they do. Okay. They professional and they ain't just out there punking motherfuckers and cussing them out like Dog was. And they give people chances. He got one motherfucker. He said the cat was like, I could beat you in a foot race. Tank said, man, if you could beat me. He said, I saw you on your little intro on that treadmill. And he said, I bet you I can beat you in a foot race. Tank said, hey, he said, motherfucker, if you could beat me in a foot race, I'd take some money off your bail.
Damn.
And the cat beat him, and he took the money off. Bounty Tank is check out Bounty Tank.
There wasn't no Charlie Horse, man. Dude running for his freedom, literally. He was gonna win.
Right.
He had that Kunta kick in that shit, in that stride. You remember how Kunta was running in Roots? That motherfucker was getting it.
The back of his foot hitting his back. Yeah.
That shit wasn't acting, man.
What is that slapping sound? You know what it is.
They talk about classically trained. John Amos was getting it.
Man.
Yeah, man. I only like reality shows I watch or whatever. I don't even know if it's a reality show, but it's like Swamp People and Moonshiners. I love that shit, man. Come on, man. Motherfuckers making illegal alcohol, man, in the same fucking location season after season, and the cops ain't bust them yet.
There you go.
I love it, man. I love it.
That's what I was about to say, man.
And Swamp People, these fools, how you gonna fake, catching the damn gator?
Yeah. Hey, do they?
You know what I mean? Seriously, how you gonna fake that shit?
Do they catch them big motherfuckers though, or is it the little ones?
11, 12 foot, man. If you can't catch an episode, man, them motherfuckers like they tell them like 300 to 500 pounds. Now you trying to pull one of those into a rocking boat.
I'd like to call somebody a bitch because their alligator wasn't big enough. So bitch ass 5-foot alligator.
Right.
Ass 5-footer. That shit out of here. That
How
pussy 5-footer.
You talk about dinosaurs, man. For real, they've been pulling some shit out that damn water down in Louisiana, man. It's crazy. If you can, man, just watch one of the latest episodes, man. Don't go too far deep into it. Just watch like last week or whatever episode, and you'll see some shit, man. And be like, oh, okay,
I'm gonna check it out.
yeah, man.
Okay, so y'all was talking Deshaun Watson. What's up with that?
Yeah, just they coming after him, man. All these, sexual assault charges or whatever these ladies are filing. It's like, damn, wait until he get picked up on another team first or whatever. He in between y'all fucking with his money now or whatever, But they coming after him, man.
How far back do the complaints go?
I don't know. I just saw like every other article was about him. I just pulled up my news feed and it was Deshaun Watson. Another one just came out. I was like, well, damn, how many is it? And
Man.
apparently it's a lot.
Where you think they're piling on just because of...
Yeah, probably because it's hot right now. It's hot and he got money.
That's listen, I'm not talking about all women, but this is why I say bitches are the seventh infinity stone. Every time they want to take a motherfucker down, it's just like a shitload of women come out of nowhere. This shit, what's his name? Cuba Gooding Jr. got goddamn like 13, 14 women coming out saying he did some shit. Who else?
I was gonna be.
Huh? What'd you say?
He told me I was gonna be in Boys in the Hood too. So you imagine being an actress and ended up on fucking Cuba Gooding Jr.'s casting couch?
Oh
Come
man,
on, man. That's lowballing.
Come on, man.
You might as well just go into porn.
He won an Oscar, man. He's still an A-lister, man.
Not anymore.
You don't think so? No,
He's still
man.
an A-lister. Ever since what? Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, he was Radio.
You know what I'm saying? Radio. He's an A-lister. But
Come on, man. Don't do that.
He's not getting the movies.
Right.
Really, nobody's getting the movies.
Nobody's getting the movies no more, man. But it's just, man, you got to start questioning these pile-ons, man. You get these guys.
You can, and then you have to look at everybody can't be saying the same format because we was doing this whole do-si-do with Cosby.
Right.
Come on, man, the motherfucker ain't doing all he did was try to slide you some Jello. Shut up. It wasn't nothing big, and then come to find out this dude was the super freak. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you knocking chicks out. They waking up and you see Bill Cosby sucking on your toes. That's traumatizing, man.
That imagery is traumatizing.
Right there. That's what I'm saying. Who gonna make that up? You know what I'm saying? America's dad.
I'm not necessarily believing all that shit, but I don't even want to get into that. I just feel like, first of all, you absolutely should listen to women when they say that something's happened to them. You should listen to anybody for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
But when you just start seeing these pile-ons and the numbers get just out fucking raises, you start questioning why didn't you say something back then? And it's always, I was afraid. He was powerful. A college motherfucker ain't powerful. A college motherfucker is hoping that he could get a couple dollars.
But he got a machine, and I'm sure some of us know guys who were star athletes or whatever who had run of the school. They could do anything from academics to whatever they want with females inside school, outside of school. You know what I mean? That's the culture.
Right.
Even in high school, I've seen it. You know what I mean? Where the guys just had run. They had run of the place, man.
And that's what I love about the show, man. We can give counter narratives and there's enlightenment there. Like, you guys always say some shit where, it makes me think a little bit deeper into things. Sometimes I change my mind, and sometimes I'm like, I'm Sherlock Holmes, but I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe for some of us, it's hard not to, because I never had that. I was never the run of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I would always be that dude out that when it can't, like I got some homeboys, man, these cats wouldn't do shit and women would just flock to them. Me, I'd have to do a whole stand-up set.
I had a buddy said, you ain't got to do a goddamn thing if you can grab your dick with two hands and wiggle what's left.
Game, set, match. That's it.
Look, look.
For some, yeah, that's all you needed for some.
Right, and I look.
Or if you ran with the right crew, there's
right.
The groupies and the leftovers or whatever.
And it's not like women necessarily. It ain't got anything to do with attractive. For me at least, these women, but women never would come up to me like and be like, I had to do the work. You know what I'm saying? I always had to do the work, and I always had a crisp mouthpiece. Had to have one. I see what you're doing, bro. Don't do me like that. I always had that. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because old man Steve, when he used to perch, one of the things while he was perching, he used to say, "Man, if you can talk to a bitch, you can get a bitch." And he said that right in front of me.
Yeah, he did.
As he was perching on that chair. And so I had to develop a mouthpiece, man. I had to learn to shoot the gift, man. But some cat. So I never thought about it from that perspective. 20, like some cat. There are people who have the run.
Yeah, they had the privilege, man. They had the privilege, and then when you see it, it's kind of like, well, damn, they doing that here,
right?
And they don't have money, but they just have clout,
right?
You know what I mean? And they have, the people don't want to fuck up their ride. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like this kid, he's gonna get a full scholarship to this school or that school
right.
or whatever. So we got to make sure he's on point or whatever. So yeah, he don't have to go to class.
Yeah.
We're gonna put some money in his pocket. You know
yeah.
What I mean? We're gonna try to keep him off the streets and try to keep him level headed until we can get him to the next level.
They also have where. I mean, we can visualize what the fuck happens with some of these victims. Mm-hmm. Like you go on Twitter, and the first thing motherfuckers do when you start losing an argument is how many followers you got. Wow. Motherfucker, how many people back you?
Wow.
I mean, that is a representation of real life every fucking day.
Very true.
And you get these survivors, these victims, they come out and is like, who is going to believe me? And when we can see it happening in real fucking time on Twitter all the time,
and see,
bury your shit.
I always come from the perspective of what do people have to gain when they do certain things. And when you talk about high power motherfuckers, it's no different than the woman at the office, and of course, women are sexually assaulted or whatever, and at these office buildings. Well, we never talk about the women who are down for the play for that promotion, and that shit happens more often than you think. And then it turns into, well, hey, I'm gonna tell somebody you did this. Well, bitch, you was down for the play.
That's on both of you because being in that position, you're a target.
That's
on both. That's on both.
Let me tell you this:
you're not supposed to fuck your coworkers.
Pretty much,
right?
That's where you make them. That's where you make your money. That's not where you take your honey.
Let me tell you guys. Here's a quick one. This is not one of my adventures, but I was a witness to this shit. I didn't see it, but I know the motherfucker who it happened to. This is a police officer I know. Good guy, great guy, good man. He was one of these school cops. So he had an office at the school, and he started messing with this woman, and he was married. I know y'all like good guy, whatever. Boo.
Yeah.
I know the wife. The wife was a mean. Just my only thing.
She had to come.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Still, go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna say she had it coming. What I'm gonna say is he should have left her before he did what he did.
Got you.
Okay. What ended up happening was he had sex with the motherfucker in his office. Some chick he met, I think she was one of the students' mothers.
Mm-hmm.
He had sex with the chick in his office, and what happened? She ended up going and telling the motherfuckers at the school that he was fucking in the office. So, it's one of the things.
Why? You know why? Because he didn't leave his wife. You know what I mean? She wanted him full time, he thought, she knew the situation, she knew what the play was, but now she want to call an audible.
20, let me tell
Go
you.
ahead, go ahead.
Let me tell you how bad this was with her. I knew the girl, and she called me up one night, and she said, "Could you believe that I caught him?" Oh, she said, "Could you believe that I caught him at his house? I drove past his house, and he was there with his wife." I said, "Bitch, you said it yourself. It's his wife in his house. What the fuck you mean? Can I believe it? He where he's supposed to be finally."
I told you, man. She called an audible.
There you go.
She called an audible.
Hey, crazy motherfucker.
Gonna switch up. You knew what it was. You dealing with a married man.
Right.
So now he all of a sudden supposed to be single. He's supposed to drop everything he got going on
for you.
You didn't caught feelings.
Right.
So I'm sure your man got jammed up behind that.
Well, big time. Yeah. But you know what? They fortunately for him, they let it go. Okay. And I don't think they wanted that in the news because that's some scandal type shit. And so they let it go. He was gone for a while, and I think he ended up getting his position back up there at the school because he was good at his job. But for what I told him, I'm like, man, you can't just do whatever you want, man. I mean, there's gonna be checks and balances if it get caught, and don't nobody give a fuck about your shield. I'm like, I always so even I used to have these conversations. I mean, even though your wife ain't shit, you gotta make you gotta watch how you do things because you still got babies, and you want to walk away clean. You always want to walk away from a situation clean, but you want to walk away clean when you got kids because you're gonna have a lot to answer for later on.
Yeah, but like I said, man, nigga with his dick. I mean, dude, you fucking at your work. You know what I mean? What are you doing? You fucking in your office? Come on now.
Right.
I mean, that spirit of sin is a powerful.
Them hormones.
The skin is weak.
For them pheromones.
Damn. Oh, like I said, man, these accusations, man, they come for you, especially now. We got all this social media. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Once they come for you, man, that's it.
But just think, we all know some guys out there that deserve every fucking accusation they get. I mean, there's some serial fucking repeaters out there. I mean, we all know one motherfucker, man, that if 35 women came out and accused him of some shit, we know this motherfucker on a personal level will believe every single one of them women without even fucking asking.
That's just it, because there's a lot of folks like in Hollywood or whatever, like, yeah, that was just one of those like the Harvey Weinstein and all that stuff, whatever. They're like, yeah, we know about that, but he had money. You know what I mean?
But let me ask you. But was he taking pussy or was these motherfuckers that wanted to get into...
Have you seen what this motherfucker looked like? Yeah, he was taking it, man. Come on, man.
20. Do you have to take it when you are a gatekeeper to a better life?
Dude, they were selling their souls. It's not like they were taking it. He was like, you got to give it to me or whatever. But it kind of was that way, man. I mean, damn, you can only close your eyes and hold your breath for so long.
Because my thing is this: is he guilty of rape or is he just guilty of being a scumbag?
Both.
Because my thing is like Robert Townsend said, it's always the post office. Mm-hmm. It's always other agencies. I mean, and let me take that back because I know they put the word out in blacklist motherfuckers. You don't get this man some pussy, he make a couple calls and you shit, and your name is shit in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, you doing Sharknado. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we gotta look at these things. We got like I said, we gotta listen to the women, but we also gotta be cautious with men on what as men for what we believe, man, because it's easy for a dude to get hemmed up nowadays.
Yeah, but like Tank said or whatever, we know personally, guys, just from conversations. Just think about if you heard one of your homeboys say, "Yeah, man, they let you do anything, especially like grab them by the pussy."
Right on.
How do you come back from that, bro?
Right.
You know
on.
What I mean?
Hey,
like who talks like that? Talk about that's locker talk. All of us been in the fucking locker room. Now, if anybody has said anything like that in the locker room, we would have, either beat that person's ass or call somebody.
Right.
Like, this dude really talk about grabbing. Who does that shit?
Right. You know it from a young age. That shit is wrong.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Just baseline decency. Nobody talk like that. Who the fuck are you hanging around with?
Did you say decency?
Who used it?
Did you say decency?
Baseline.
Shit, I didn't know that still existed.
Baseline.
But see, if it was anybody else, you know, I'd have definitely written that shit off as a bad joke.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
I got you. But
when you're in a position of power, you say that shit, you know it fucking happened.
Right.
Not even a second thought, man. Not even a second thought. Everybody laughed it off like, oh, he's just old school. Nah, he's just old and pervy. Yeah. That's all. And like I said, everybody, back then, we were allowed to get away with that stuff. That doesn't mean it was right.
Right. There you go.
Like smoking on airplanes. You know what I mean? Smacking girls on the ass in the office. You know what I mean? That shit's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Right.
You think about it, because compared to how, where we're at right now, man, you do that kind of shit, you up under the jail.
Yeah, man. And hey, man, look, I guess to add to your point, man, I think a lot of things are just now starting to come around as far as fairness and fair treatment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess being that fair treatment this is something for me to think about. Because I'm saying this, being that this is all coming around, and that fair treatment is not a regular thing. This is not something that this society is based on, even though they say it. So when you get real fair treatment, it's out of the norm, and you looking at it like, what the fuck? But then it's like, well, wait a minute. It's something for me to think about, man. I'm here. I'm getting educated myself.
Like I said, it's just baseline, the shit you should have been taught at home. You know what I mean? It's certain things, because back in the day, the sole goal of going out with your parents or whatever is not to embarrass them.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got your ass beat. You know what I'm saying? You know how many times your mama just gave you a look and froze your ass?
Ooh. Miss Joanne was cold, that one.
Would just look at you or discipline your ass over the phone.
Right.
Like, hey, your mom on the phone. And all you hear is, get home.
Disclaimer, I wasn't out grabbing no pussies either.
Yeah. Get home. You knew.
Now.
Yeah, not now. Just get home.
Now.
Fuck. Yeah. And mind you, the person who gave you the phone, you don't even know them. They're just running outside with that kitchen phone.
Yeah.
And was like, your mama on the phone. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, don't worry about who I am. Yeah, but your mama on the phone.
Why is your cord so long?
Right. You done went to the living room, dining room, basement.
Right.
came out the basement door with this one fucking phone.
Right. The bat phone, nigga. Oh, man.
But that's how it was, man. You was raised right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That baseline of just common decency or whatever. You just don't overstep like that, man.
Right.
You get your head beat, by the whole community. Everybody and their mama had a right to put their hands on you.
Get your mouth stomped.
Yeah. They'll beat your ass and then tell your mama, what they did to you, and I'm like, you need to do it again.
Right.
I warmed him up for you.
That's what your son did over here today.
Yeah, that's the last thing.
Know.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want your mama to hear, because that's your ass.
Right.
He was over there playing with the matches again. Oh, I got something for his ass.
Let me put this out there too. This is off subject. My eyes from sinuses, people. I just saw myself. This is live, and this shit looked mangled in a motherfucker. So this is sinuses. Go ahead. They're all sinuses. Shit.
Like my shit flaring up. This ain't COVID.
Right. Yeah, man.
Hey, have you guys had a chance to check out the Winter Soldier and what the fuck is that? Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Yes.
Yeah.
What is that?
How was it?
Falcon
and the Winter Soldier. Marvel. They got a miniseries coming on.
I didn't check it out. Okay.
I thought it was amazing, man. I thought for it being, part of a television, it looks like one of the full length features. 46 minutes, and I mean, it's all action from the beginning. Like this scene, it's a nice. It has a nice length to it. This scene with Falcon when it first starts, fucking cold.
So where's it pick up at?
It picks up after Endgame. I don't know how long, but I'll just say this without giving it away. Bucky and Falcon are, trying to come to grips with, Captain America not being there anymore. And they kind of, at this moment, you see them doing their own thing. It's the start. You don't really see them together. They on their own different things. So it's good, especially what's going on with the Winter Soldier. You know what I'm saying? His trauma, so to speak. It's a good show, man. It's real good. It's not like I like WandaVision, but WandaVision was slow, and it was like, all right, who the fuck is manipulating everything? What's going to happen? What this one is pretty fucking good, man. Pretty good.
Did you check out any of this shit, Ed?
No, not at all. I'm lost in the sauce. Sorry, I told you, man. I watch Swamp People and Moonshiners, man.
Well, let me ask you.
I didn't catch that WandaVision either, man.
Did you guys catch?
I'm completely fucking lost.
Oh man, you would dig it. You would dig it. Did you happen to catch? Did either of you happen to catch the Snyder Cut?
No.
Nope. Sorry, bro.
Completely,
Sorry, bro.
Completely different movie, man, and a work of fucking art.
Okay.
You'll walk away from it with the thought that, and this is what I think and truly believe, and this is what my brother-in-law believe, Josh Whedon purposely fucked that movie up. That's how good this movie is.
Damn.
So you didn't see that cut either, huh? The original?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
You lucky.
Okay.
You real lucky.
we're only geeks on here. We're the only geeks.
Yeah.
Mr. 2022 cool for school, baby.
Boy, keep an ear to them streets, man. Fuck what you see. You superheroes.
I'm on these documentaries, man. You catch me, I'm a mafia buff or whatever. I can sit and watch that shit 24/7, man. I can't get into the except for that shit on Amazon. Tank put me on. I was like, dude, I can't watch these dudes in tights. And then he was like, dude, just watch it. Give me one episode and then go from there. What was that?
The Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Boys. That shit. I'm waiting for the next season. Like,
Look, they said that
shit was crazy.
They said Netflix has one that's going to be the answer to The Boys. It's called Jupiter's Legacy.
Are you serious? And make sure you make sure I stay on top of that or whatever. As soon as it drop or whatever, you go ahead and shoot me that link.
Okay. Yeah, they said it's supposed to be the answer to The Boys.
Okay, because that I was like, hold on, man, these motherfuckers are criminals. Like they ain't superheroes, man.
Yeah,
they're killing people and everything. Yeah. Kind of like our society, Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Just like our society.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully this Netflix show isn't going to be anything like that that one superhero show with the black folks where they were all electrical and they had some bullshit powers. It looked like a terrible ripoff.
Black Lightning.
What's the name of the show? Black Lightning.
That was bad. That was because the suit was bad. Everything was. I think I watched that. It was on like the CW or something at first, and then they picked it up. I watched that.
Y'all gonna do Black Lightning like that?
Yeah,
it was cheesy,
that
man. That was bad.
I'm gonna say this.
That show was not quality.
I gave it 2 episodes, and I just couldn't. I felt like it was, in a sense, trying to take some shit from the first season of Luke Cage. I just couldn't do it. My favorite shit was Luke Cage, man.
First season was
that first season was a work of art. You know what I mean? And the second season they boondocks that shit. I think we talked about it, but yeah, Black Lightning. Like they made him a wuss. And then they
brought his daughter in, and it just started dragging on, and
So I saw like a segment of one episode, and I was like, "What the fuck are y'all watching?"
And you know what's fucked up about that show? You know where it takes place at. The comic book character takes place in Metropolis. This is kind of like the hood in Metropolis. For real.
Good night, everybody.
See you next week, folks.
What? That place. I forget what the name of it is, but Black Lightning's territory is this little hood in motherfucking Metropolis that Superman's. You don't got them. Yeah.
Hey, y'all remember that real black superhero out in like Seattle? This nigga would dress up and go and try and fight crime.
Nah.
Oh, I gotta send you this shit. Trying to think what this motherfucker would dress up like Batman every fucking day in patrol.
I'm trying to. I think I remember that shit.
Phoenix Jones.
What?
Bro,
get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna text y'all this shit.
Get the
Phoenix Jones.
That's what his name was?
Phoenix Jones, superhero. This shit was a couple years back, man. The bad thing about it is I dog his ass out, nigga show up at my house.
I thought this was a movie.
No, it could have been. It could have been on the WB, but this is real fucking.
I remember that dude with the fucked up high top. Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at this fucked up ass high top right now.
Yeah, man.
You won't get your black ass the fuck out of here. Go sit down somewhere with that bullshit. Yeah. Oh man, get the fuck out of here.
Vigilante MMA fighter. Okay.
Hey, the best thing was this motherfucker got handled one night. With all that shit on. Somebody dog walked his ass.
I guess it's a real super villain out there.
It's probably just some regular nigga. Everybody take a L in them streets every once in a while.
Oh, man.
Phoenix Jones out on patrol gets his ass whooped by Homeboy.
Damn. I remember him now. I remember.
He got his ass whooped bad.
I don't remember. I just remember him getting his ass whooped in the news. Let's see. Injury. Jones reports being stabbed with a knife while trying to intervene with a drug dealer in a residence.
That's what your stupid ass get. That's what your stupid ass get.
Costume, which had to be repaired. He told police that his ballistic vest helped stop a bullet during an incident in Tacoma.
Get the fuck.
This nigga been shot and went back out without a gun.
That's when I would have retired.
You gonna throw in a bulletproof vest despite crime, but you ain't gonna take a strap with you.
You better model.
What you thinking?
You better model yourself after the Punisher, not Daredevil, motherfucker. Damn. God.
Yeah, you deserve to catch a hot one. That's what your dumb ass get. Like you said, man, you gonna go back out there without a strap?
Can you imagine what motherfuckers were saying when they seen this black ass? Get the fuck out of here, man. That bullshit on. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Like, what did he say when he walk up on a motherfucker?
Beat your ass and cut your hair. Keep playing. Give you a proper fade.
That motherfucker sitting back without that shirt on and it's that fucking flat top braided. Back home.
Hell no.
Home, man.
Hell
Coming out
no.
there with that fake abs. Take your ass
right,
home,
yeah, I
man.
saw that fucked up back suit. Right.
Nobody do no shit like that. They probably like, man, they try to step to him and try to serve him. Like, that motherfucker smoke.
That's probably what happened.
Walk around here with a damn, Funkadelic outfit on. Somebody gonna serve that fool.
Take it around.
Motherfucking just got off the bus. Go serve it.
The bad thing was he wasn't the only one. You remember Stan Lee had a fucking TV show full of these niggas.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's when everything started to decline for Mr. Lee. You know.
Yeah.
He was on his downward spiral during that. You know, he was just like, I got money. I ain't got shit else to do. You know, here we go.
Right.
But
real life superheroes. Looking at some of these cornballs, like.
But yeah, think about it. Yeah, that's pretty much what reality TV show is, man. Cats look at these folks as, you know, fucking superheroes or whatever, even though it's all fabricated or whatever, same shit. Just they don't have the uniforms on, but you got folks who live and die for each episode,
right?
Know, keeping up with the know, Kardashians or whatever. It's like that. What do they do to make them so famous and for you to keep up with them?
Right. You can literally take any motherfucker and make it show. That's it. Look, anybody. I don't know, man. I never got it.
I never got into the whole.
All you really need is a.
What's up?
All you really need is a "Make America Great Again" hat, and it turns you into a superhero.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, remember you said that shit?
Yeah.
Every time I put this hat on, I feel like Superman.
That motherfucker been watching.
Daddy, I never had
too much over the top.
Oh man!
It's like this hat.
Hey, he's worth.
When I turn it to the back, it's like the truck. Turn like a truck. It's like the engine is like Bull Hurley. No, man. I don't get motherfucker. I don't know, man. I
need to. They said this nigga was worth $6 billion this week.
Who?
Oh yeah, Mr. Ye.
Yeah, 6.6 billion. 6.6 billion.
Signed a new deal with the Gap.
Hey,
6.6 billion.
That
whole run for president probably wasn't a bad move.
6.6 billion to make ugly shit. God damn. Hey, big up to him.
Yeah.
Big up to him.
What was it? A couple years back, they were talking about he was 50 mil in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Got his affairs in order and whatever.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Good for him, man. So he pretty much he outdid what, Jay?
You know, they said that they misvalued the shit or something this morning. They're saying that that 6.6 was a mistake. They're saying that he is a billionaire.
But it ain't at 6. It's not at 6. It's not there yet. It's just somebody got funky. Somebody fat fingered the numbers. You know?
Yeah.
So
it's so weird that at $6.6 billion, he was the richest black man on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Is an entertainer. You know, like the other rich people are, you know, in charge of huge corporations. I mean, look at Apple, Tesla, SpaceX, Warren Buffett with his financial company,
Berkshire Hathaway.
Yeah. And then you have an entertainer. Is that the only way that we can make it in this world? Is tap dancing for white folks?
Well, that's what they want you to believe.
Yeah. Like I said, there's other avenues now. You just got, you know, we just don't talk about them. You know, you got, like, I remember when I keep stressing, like, when these kids are acting out and going against their parents, I keep stressing they're messing up the brand. That's what these black folks are becoming now. They're becoming household names. They're becoming brands. Like when Jay sold his champagne, you know, a couple weeks ago to, Moet and all of those to the majors. And because he started off, you know, as an indie, and they saw like, oh, this is a luxury brand. This isn't a hip hop brand. He was like, duh, I've been trying to tell y'all motherfuckers that, you know what I mean? Y'all need to get on in on this. And sure as shit, he sold them half, you know.
Man, let me just say this, man. I think it's got to be something other than entertainment. You know, and a lot of it has to do with rearing. I got a nephew who's 7 years old, and I firmly believe that this motherfucker. I told his dad, my brother-in-law, when he was over here, I firmly fucking believe that he is going to be the next Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. I mean, he's pretty much doing shit beyond his grade level. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, and you know, I would get him as far as gifts. I would get him certain games and all that shit. But I started getting him like robots to build, like the Jimu. He builds robots. They got a combustion engine that you can build. That you know, it actually works. I got him a microscope. I bought him all of the shit. This is the shit that he fucks with. And I firmly believe that but it's pushed. You know what I'm saying? He's homeschooled, of course, with the COVID thing, and he's learning shit that we weren't learning until we got in high school. Some of the shit he got, I didn't see till college. You know, but it's rearing, and I wish that, you know, a lot more of the youngins. I'm not saying they don't. I just wish that a lot more understood that education is the quickest way. Because a lot of them make it because of entertainment, but how many of them keep it, or how many of them are actually making it? Because you know, we like the rappers. You know, when you young, you like, oh, this motherfucker getting it. Then you find out, hey man, he was fronting. That house he was with on Cribs wasn't his. You know what I'm saying?
Like I get that part, man, but I can't wait until the next wave, when LeBron and them retire. You know, he's part owner of the Boston Red Sox now.
Oh,
is that right?
Yeah, and now I'm pretty sure before he's done, he's going to own an NBA team. You know this. You know what I mean? It's just the next phase. It still hurts my heart to think of what Kobe was about to do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He started that whole Mamba line for his daughter.
Yes.
You know what I mean? She was coming up next or whatever. It's just the next wave. I'm waiting for the next wave. It's not going to be about the guys on the basketball court or on the football field or the entertainers. I mean, you got these guys who got their money into every nook and cranny of the industry, and just wait until the next wave. You'll see. You know, we won't be talking about that. We'll be talking about, you know, the SP 500. You know,
right? All
that stuff. You know, I saw something today about how NBA players are getting into, you know, into wine. You know, a couple of guys, they got their own labels and vineyards.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was like, don't just think that it's you know, an elite thing or whatever. It's like wine is for the everyday man. You know, so they're trying to bridge that gap. But yeah, man, like I said, I just can't wait until the next wave, and we'll start seeing different avenues open up. You know.
Yeah, man. You know, LeBron is somebody like I don't like when people talk bad about that cat, because he's done so much, man. And I mean, he doesn't just do for our people, but I love when he's surrounded by these babies. You see a lot of brown, you know, black faces. You know what I mean?
It's his crew.
You know,
watch his documentary, man. It's his crew. He don't have anybody from the outside. They negotiated his lifetime Nike deal,
right?
You know what I mean? And all his other ventures, whatever. His deal is so big, you can't even look it up and find out what the numbers are.
You know, and
that's how big it is.
Right. And I know, I don't want to make a foolhardy statement here. I know I'm pretty much supporting Nike when I buy it, but I love buying his shoes. His shoes, I never feel guilty about paying for. I mean, I don't feel guilty for shit, but really with his, it's like, Bron, you know, that's Ohio right there. That's what I love saying, and I love putting on my feet. That's Ohio. You know what I mean? That's 30 minutes away. So, you know, much love to Bron, man. You know,
but let's just stay tuned, and hopefully, you know, nothing comes out of the woodwork and derail him, and, you know, he won't get canceled. And,
right.
You know,
right. I don't think he can. There's some people you just can't fucking cancel.
Man, anybody.
You never know.
Come on, you remember how big Cosby was? He was going to buy NBC. He was going to buy NBC, man.
You didn't think it could happen to him?
He was going to buy the network, man.
He's still a brother, man.
It took him a long fucking time. It took him like 20 fucking years to bury that brother.
It doesn't matter, bro. Look how, you know, what they say, it's not where you start, it's how you finish.
Yeah.
And man, he's in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Look where he's at in the fourth quarter.
He shouldn't do the smart thing. Like Russell Simmons. All them cats left the country.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
but Bill, that's that arrogance. You know, thinking that, you know, I rub elbows with everybody and I know who's doing the most dirt, and I'm not that dirty. They're not gonna come after the cause. Like,
Yeah.
bro, that was that wake up call. You know what I mean?
I support the cause.
Every black, so called A-lister celebrity, whatever, get that black wake up call in. And, OJ got it. Tiger Woods got it.
Yeah, I support cause, man.
And Cosby got his.
Yeah, I it sucks, but I hate what happened to him, man. They railroaded cause, and we all got our own beliefs on here, but I think he's another one that did a lot, man. He's another one that did a whole lot. People, not knowing, not in the know, say, hey, man, he didn't do shit. Okay.
Right, man. He paid for plenty of people's
$20 million.
Education, annually.
Yes,
but
all of his accusers.
Yeah,
I'm gonna concede the point here.
Yeah. But that's just that's it. Karma comes back, man. That's all.
Sir.
No matter how old you are,
Yes,
whatever,
sir.
it comes back, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Eventually, you're gonna have to wash your hands, man. You're gonna have to get clean.
Very much so true.
And it came back, and you can't keep operating like you was back in the the 60s, 70s, and the 80s or whatever. The format has changed.
Nobody does barbiturates anymore.
Right. So when they run that test, I'm like, where the fuck, where'd you get this from? Like, I don't know. I drunk his tea. That's what happened, And I woke up, and my underwear was on backwards.
Yeah, I'm backing out of this one.
Hey, what's that wine of the week, Ed? What you sipping on?
Oh, sir, it is Sepal Estate. It's a soft red blend.
Oh shit!
Oh, look at that!
Look at that
sophistication.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say. Sophistication.
Switch it up a little bit. I like the reds. I can't really mess with the whites. It gives me a little headache. But
Right.
I like to switch it up from time to time. So this is my soft red blend. I normally mess with the normal red blend, and the cabs.
Right.
But yeah. Did you notice any change in your cholesterol drinking red wine?
Fuck no. No. Met with my doctor like a month ago. He was like, dude, hey man, we're gonna have to get you on a statin or whatever. It's like the cholesterol is not budging, bro. It has to be genetics, because he was like, you're golden. Everything else, kidneys, liver, all that stuff, the whole shebang. You're like, you're good up under the hood, except for your damn cholesterol, man.
Right.
So, man, try going vegan for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, no. I did the meatless Mondays, and yeah, I'm good on that shit, man.
Get some of that chicken.
Fuck that. Again, man, I'm one of those. If I see you making it or whatever, I probably won't eat it, because I know, what's in it or whatever. Just if you make it look like what I think it is, I'll probably fuck with it. But if I have to prep it myself or whatever, I'm not gonna eat this fucking tofu chicken.
I'm gonna say this: if you ever go back to Columbus, let Tank take you to that restaurant.
Oh God, Loving Hut.
There's
a restaurant down here called Loving Hut.
Some good shit, bro.
Completely vegan. The best food you will have in Columbus.
There you go.
The place is in Reynoldsburg. It's like right across the street from the high school in Reynoldsburg, man. You gotta check it out, man. It's good people. Been going there since they opened, and man,
I was thinking the same shit. I was like, what the fuck? Nigga, ain't no motherfucking vegan food, all that soy bullshit.
Like I said, I took Tank and Rock to one, and they came out or whatever, that Chinese food place or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I heard of it. I'm gonna go with my vegan homie or whatever and check it out. And sure as shit, man. But they made it look like Chinese food, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So make it look like what I think it is.
Right.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, the Veggie House. That's what's on in Spring Mountain, of course. So yeah, come on out.
Vegan McRib, you're gonna get a side look. They got them shits.
Oh man,
a fucking vegan McRib.
Well, I think they're vegetarian.
We don't know what
Morningstar.
We don't know what the regular McRib is.
This shit looks the same, bro. It looks the same, but damn near tastes the same as McRib. It's fucking strange, man.
Damn near already turned me away from it.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things, like if you in the mood for a McRib and you used to be a fat motherfucker that loved McDonald's, I'll get you a Morning Star.
Can't be a fat motherfucker and not like McDonald's.
Facts.
Ain't too many fat motherfuckers saying, "Ugh, I don't eat that."
Go and get you some of that Jack and the Crack.
Yeah.
I'll be damned. Yeah, man. Yeah, I tried to go meatless and the whole vegan route, man. It just made me mad, man. I miss it. I miss the fucking food, man. I feel too lightheaded. Maybe it's all psychological or whatever, but yeah, I need to see something damn near bloody on my plate, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know how many times you backslid trying, trying not to go. You're like, dude, I tried, man. I tried, but yeah, the shit didn't stick. I'm gonna try next month.
I've been there. Before I quit drinking, there was plenty of times I'm like, man, I ain't doing this shit no more.
And because we was night owls, man. The shit that we ate. How many times we go out to what was that? The Waffle House? Well, no, the Waffle House when we got what was that? The grits with all that shit in it. God. Over the top. Yeah. Damn. I mean, they put the kitchen sink in those grits, man.
Hash browns.
Hash browns. That's what it was. I'm sorry. Hash browns. Over the top with everything on it. And we would eat that. Mind you, it's 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Eat that and then go to bed. And I'm wondering why my cholesterol so jacked,
Still got some of that Waffle House chili.
Waffle House. I got that Staples in me. I got that Eat Shop in me. I got that Bellaria in me. I got all that shit in me. Perkins.
Brick of shit you can't get out.
All that shit, man.
You on the toilet like...
This shit all just slide out and smell like whiskey.
You on the toilet like, and I am Iron Man.
Hey, man, you got promises to keep, man.
What's that?
You told these motherfuckers out here you was going to tell the part 2 of the one-legged woman story.
Oh, shit.
All right, man, we're going to bring it home with this one. Go for it, bro.
Yeah.
Back in the saddle again. God damn it. Okay, so dig it, man. When I told the first story, it was an integral part that I left out. So, so after my little soiree, I go back to the yo. Of course, I'm telling the homies, beefing them. I'm like, hey, I met up with old girl. They like, man, she was a fine motherfucker. But my cousin, I got a cousin that say he saw her before. He was down in Columbus and he saw her in the club. And he said, man, he said, I'm not sure. He said, but it was this fine ass light skinned girl that was missing a leg in the club on a walker. So whatever, we talk, I call her up. I'm like, hey, man, shit. One of my cats said he knew you. He didn't say he saw you out before. I said, so shit. He was just talking about how beautiful you are. She said, oh, I don't remember because I don't go to no clubs like that. The only thing I can think is that's Diamond. I said, well, who the fuck is Diamond? Yeah. She said, Diamond is this prostitute that look exactly like me, but she missing the other leg. Not making this shit up. I said, what? Whoa, what? She said, yeah, Diamond look exactly like me, hair and everything, but she a prostitute, and she missing the other leg.
The other leg.
The other leg. She said, so every time I buy a pair of shoes, I keep the right shoe and give her the left shoe. Motherfucker, it took everything in me not to holler. But here's the thing. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is what I thought to myself after that conversation. I said, you know what? What are the chances of there being two fine ass women that look exactly alike that are missing the opposite. That are missing. that are
I'm
missing.
like, dude, if you believe that story, man, you better check your tailpipe for a banana.
Right.
Yeah, man.
I said, how many motherfucking women are in Columbus that look exactly alike or around, live in the same area, but one of them just happened to be a streetwalker, and this bitch, when she buys a pair of shoes, give the other one to her. I said, you know what? I just got done fucking a one-legged prostitute. I got some one-legged prostitute pussy for free. And I'm like, hey, what if she into this fetish sex?
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I know what's coming next.
Listen. Look, you think I'm lying, man. The shit that used to come out of her mouth. When we first got together, we weren't together, but when we first started talking, she hit me with the, age, this, that, and other. She said, well, why are you single? I said, the right one just ain't come along yet. She said, then along come a spider with one leg. Man, it took every fucking thing in me. Because all I could think about was that daddy long leg. Daddy long legs got that big long ass leg. And she said, then along came a spider, and she heard my side. You can go ahead and laugh. I don't want no pity. I got to laugh at it. I bullshit you. I'm not making this shit up, man. This is part 2 of Aubrey's Adventures of the Fugitive. This motherfucker was a one-legged prostitute.
I can't even.
Ask the question.
So she did. How did she walk? She couldn't walk the stroll.
She had that walker.
She
on the stroll.
Or some crutches.
Well, I can't
she's
say,
on some crutches. Like, yeah.
Said she was a bad one because she was what? She had 4.5 kids.
Man.
At the time.
That motherfucker had 4 in the P, man.
4 in the possible.
That motherfucker had 4 in the P, man. Hey.
Oh.
Listen. She looked. This to tell you how bad she was. And everybody got their definition of bad. She looked like Lisa from Coming to America.
She was cold.
She looked like Lisa. Motherfucker, if she had both legs, a motherfucker would renounce that throne for that pussy.
But for her to come up with this damn story about this damn prostitute.
Listen, it made no sense.
I mean, was your mouth open when she was explaining it to you? Like, are you really trying to feed me this shit, saying that there's another one, but on the opposite side?
If we had FaceTime at that time, she would have saw me like, because I was like, so you really want me to believe that it is a girl out here,
right?
That look exactly like you. Her words. She said she looks exactly like me.
Yeah.
And she's missing the other leg.
Yeah, your man was like, I saw that chick before.
Right.
I seen that walker. I saw she had that BBD sticker on her walker at the club.
BBD sticker. Never trust a BBD.
Man, I can't, man. I didn't know it was a part 2 to this shit.
Yes, man. Yes, it is, man. Yes,
that
it is,
too
man.
Fucking funny. She just can't. Oh, just take your L, lady. Take your L. If that's what you are. That's what you are.
Right.
Man. Damn, hold that shit down.
I ain't mad at you. Because it's like shit. Hey, man, I understand if you got to make ends meet, but
damn.
I just know. Look, don't do that. Don't do that, Cuddy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, why even tell that story? Like, because I when she said, I was like, really? For real? She said, nah, I'm serious. Yeah, all right, motherfucker. You selling pussy.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all.
Right.
That's it. I'm glad you didn't charge me. And let's keep it pushing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Literally and metaphorically, we can no longer kick it.
Right. No. I quit calling that bitch after that. Oh,
Wow.
I had to throw that in before we sign out.
hey. So that's part 2 of Ob's Adventures, The Fugitive. I just another prostitute. I just give her my other shoe. I'm like, you. I buy a pair of shoes and give her the other shoe. I'm like, oh, bitch.
Right.
The luckiest hoe on the planet.
Right.
Man.
Bitch get a free shoe every couple of months.
Right. A free stiletto.
The fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, man. So if y'all, anybody in Columbus see a bitch walking and stroll on a walker with a one left red bottom on, you know what it is.
Good night, folks. That's our time, folks.
That's our
Good
time.
Good night.
All right, brothers. Peace.
Peace. Hell to the no, man. Shit.